Hello, Arjen. This
Yep.
is Dimitris calling from Chicago and Metalkaoz. Such a pleasure to see you. How are you?
Hi, man. All good. It's not so hot today, and it's I like that, you know. It's a little bit of rain. I prefer it to the hot sun, so I'm perfectly okay.
Yeah, it's way better than what you present in the album cover artwork, right? Of the
I know that's pretty hot. Yeah, we
uh
don't want that.
no. First of all, have you finished signing the albums?
No, no, no.
Come on, man. 6,000 signatures? How hard can it
I
be?
know, I know. But I take my time, you know. I kind of enjoy it, you know. I put on
Really?
a little bit of music. Yeah, I put on Spotify. Am I testing out? Like I'm reading all these magazines, and then it's like album of the month. And okay, I'll try it out, you know. So I'm listening to music, and I'm taking my time, and so I guess I'll be signing this week still.
Okay. I don't want to pressure you. Although I'm surprised that you are listening to music digitally because in my mind you are the most analog person I get to know, right?
Well, some things I like analog. So I like my synthesizers and my Hammond and my guitars and all that stuff analog, just because it sounds better.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's true, you know, when we had LPs, vinyl, and the CD came, I hated it, you know.
Oh,
I always hate new developments, whatever it is, you know. Now I've got AI to hate, of course, but back then I hated it, but you know, you soon get used to it, and then you love CDs and you start hating vinyl because of the scratches and stuff like that, and having to get up to turn it over. So yeah, I try to be a modern guy. It's not easy for me, but I'm an
well,
old fart, so that's not easy. But
let's say it's good that you accept the progress. That's about it, right? So what can
I try to accept it, you know, like now with all this AI shit, you know, it scares the shit out of me. So I don't know if I will ever accept. I will have to, you know, but it's not always easy.
Okay, now you mentioned second time or thrice AI, and I have to ask, don't you think that it can be a useful tool for a musician?
Of course it is. It makes everything easier, but is that more fun, you know? Um, I like it when it's hard. I don't know. It's it's like the old days, you know, where you had to wash all the cars in the street to buy your favorite vinyl, you know, and finally after a week you got the money, you got like 15 dollars, you know, and you went to the shop and you bought your vinyl, and you know, it's a lot more difficult, but so much more fun, you know, than putting my Spotify on and listening to whatever I want. So yeah, um, it's definitely, you know, gonna make things easier for sure.
I cannot disagree with you because it feels like we were enjoying more music back then when we had to work for that rather
I
than
know,
now.
yeah.
But maybe it's, as you said, it's just our old thinking minds. So
Yeah, but I stick to it, you know, like uh the first single of this album in these days of short attention spans is 15 minutes, you know. It's crazy. But I don't care, you know. Of
mm,
course, the label is like, yeah, but what about Spotify and what about this? And I don't care, you know. That's the first single, and if they don't want to listen to the whole thing, fine. They just turn it off halfway through. But that's what I do, and accept it or not.
yeah, although halfway through is 7 minutes.
It's still long.
um,
It's still long, yeah.
so I have to admit or to state this is the more real sci-fi story you've written. And why I say
Yeah.
sci-fi, because for example, you have a song Goddamn Conspiracy, and it doesn't
Mhm.
sound like sci-fi at all.
No, it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this, no, I don't think this is a sci-fi album, you know. It's all very realistic. It's all something that could happen. And yeah, I mean, conspiracy is a hot topic now, you know. Again, we mentioned AI, you know, what is real, what is not real. Um, yeah, goddamn conspiracy is definitely a very um, modern topic. So, and it's going
Well,
to be the next single as well. So
oh,
that's good.
whoa,
Yeah.
that will be interesting. That will be interesting. I would love to read the comments because I know you have an online presence. And a parenthesis here, I would like to thank you because you are one of the few that you are taking time to respond to comments.
Well, all these people do their best, they watch the video, they have an opinion, they write it down. I think it's so weird if no one reads it or if no one replies to it. So yeah, they take the time to say something about my music. I think I should take my time to comment on that. And it seems sometimes it's 500 comments and it seems like it takes me days, but it's a few hours of work. And I learned so much from it. I learned people's opinion. People are really honest because they don't expect me to read it. They don't expect me to answer. So some of them are like they say something negative, and I always stay positive, and I give them a nice answer, and immediately they're like, "Oh, sorry, I said that. I didn't know you were gonna read this."
Oh,
But
man.
yeah,
Well, that's a perfect representation of how the online universe works, right? We see
yeah,
things and we expect not people to read. How that doesn't work, right?
yeah. But
Oh,
it's cool. The reactions are always cool. I never had a guy who stays angry. Maybe it's my audience. Maybe other bands have that problem. I guess they do.
well,
But
part of your audience, but it's mainly because of you, because you have a presence that is kind, and frankly, you look like a great person to sit down and have a beer with and discuss music. So,
I'm a very boring person.
don't we are we
And I don't drink beer either. So,
okay? Okay, I try to paint you
so
paint a better.
I know, but it's no use. I'm useless.
Oh, okay, let's keep
No,
that.
no, it's true. I try to stay positive. But if you would know my real thoughts, you would think I'm a difficult person. Because I'm a difficult person. I just don't show it. I just don't. I try to be, even on this album, which is about the end of the world. I try to stay positive and like a song like Just Not Today. Okay, we're all gonna die, just not today. So let's make the best of it. That's
Honestly,
credo.
what you are saying in the lyrics there is the most difficult, should I say, the most impossible thing that the person can actually do, because we get into that mindset if there is an end, like you described.
Mhm.
There is a meteorite that will hit Earth, everything is gonna die, everyone is gonna die. So now we have to be nice, but we weren't nice during COVID. Now, I don't know. I just contradicted myself.
I think people were pretty nice during COVID. I mean, of course, there was the goddamn conspiracy.
Yeah.
That was there. But I think I wasn't. Yeah, I thought people were pretty nice.
Mm. Okay. Okay. You have.
Well, there are always negative people, and especially on the internet, they're going to be the loudest. So they're going to be the ones you remember. So
Mm. So the 14th minute song that we mentioned in the beginning. At the end, of course, I'm talking about the music video. I think I saw 01011001 there.
for sure.
Okay. So thinking that the end, the final lyric line, it says mission complete. So is this the forever race?
Actually, the, the narration is not Mike Mills, who does the other narration. The narration is by Peter Daltrey,
Okay.
and Peter Daltrey was the voice of Forever in on the Electric Castle album.
Mhm.
So I guess what you were saying is right.
Okay.
It could just be Forever, and we know that the Forever race already fired a comet or an asteroid at the Earth. The one 65 million years ago that destroyed the dinosaur to make place for the humans. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to explain anything, but there's Definitely something dodgy happening there, yeah.
Oh yeah, and we love one of the things that we love with your albums is yeah, you throw Easter eggs there, right? Like
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
you have a Monty Python's Easter egg, although you cut it. Always look on the bright.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't need the last word, but
um,
we know.
and all I love the lyrics too, right? And you have, although this is part of the narration, and you said no ragged clothes, no silver spoon, and this
Mhm.
is your way of you saying death is a great equalizer, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just really does not matter anymore who you are. It doesn't matter. Money will be of no matter, how rich you are, it doesn't matter. Whether you're Trump or you're the butcher, doesn't matter. So at that point, everyone is the same. And people, who can survive, they're probably the strongest. People who know how to survive. That's all that matters at that point.
Yeah, or the people who have more money.
No, money won't matter.
Well,
Who cares about money? I mean, if you know you have 5 months to live, you know, people are not going to go to work anymore,
mm.
and money becomes obsolete. Is what I think.
Well,
But
it depends on what is the end. Yes, sure, I agree
of
with
course, yeah, yeah.
you. In Greece, we say shrouds do not have pockets.
Okay, good one.
That's the equivalent.
Yeah.
And we are talking about serious stuff, but you have Sagathon there.
I couldn't avoid it. I mean, what are people gonna? What's the first thing you think of? Hey, you have 5 months to live. What are you gonna do? Well,
And I was thinking, since Irene Jansen is doing your is singing with you there, I would love to be the fly on a fly on the wall in your studio when you were recording the vocals. How could you keep a straight face singing
we
those?
did not keep a straight face. We were laughing all the way. Really, and Irene is all up for that. She's so funny. She really cracks me up. She's not just a great singer, but she's also a great actress, and she loves doing all that stuff. Like even she does like that line once or twice, and I'm like, okay, that's good. No, no, let's do some more.
Okay,
But no, there was definitely no straight face there.
and I love that you have created a contrast there because after that song, that is all about fun. You can laugh with the lyrics. You have "We'll Never Know,"
Mhm.
and that hits really hard. And I'm talking about you have the last verse saying, "Feeling so helpless, the future's been stolen, lost, and defenseless." First of all, this was done on purpose, right? To follow a really funny song with a really emotional, strong song. How
It
should I
it
say?
was scary to do
Mm.
because I didn't want to appear manipulated. Like this song is so sad, I'm gonna make you cry, and um, normally I don't think we would have gotten away with putting these songs after each other, but I think the narration saves us there. I think without the narration, it would be too much of a contrast. But Mike is so amazing. He can do really funny stuff, but also really serious stuff, and he proves it there. First with Shagathon, he's like you all know what I'm gonna do, yeah, and then with We'll Never Know, he's really serious, and he really makes it credible. Um, so I think we get away with it because of the narration.
Honestly, I don't mind it. In fact, I love it because I like this contrast. And I have to credit Flor for this because at the final verse, when she sings, if only she could be here at all, and
Yeah,
drags that, oh my goodness.
yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is not a question. This is a statement. This was one of, I'm sure I will discover more powerful moments that this is the moment that I had to re-listen and re-listen. It was amazing. It is amazing.
Yeah. It's totally amazing. And unfortunately, I couldn't record her myself, so she did it in a studio in Sweden or in Finland. I don't know. Anyway, I got it and I was like, oh my God. And she gave me a lot of options and they were all perfect. and it was goosebumps all the way. So, but you know, I told her the story, and she could really relate with the story because she is a mother.
Mm,
So I think that puts some extra emotion into that last verse.
yeah. And I promise myself I will not get teary eyes, and I'm trying not to, because really this is a powerful moment. But Dr. Slumber will come to save me.
Yep,
So you
yep,
have
he
a blue
will.
bus there. And I have
Yes.
to ask now, is there any Easter egg regarding the doors and the end, the song?
Oh man, you are the first.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. Look at it. You are the first to say that. Really,
Okay,
that's
thank you.
yeah. I mean, I've said it in interviews, but no one found it out. Definitely, you know, it's actually I did a few covers for this album, and if you do a song about the end of humanity, you got to record the end of the Doors, you know. So I made a cover version of it. And of course, he sings "The Blue Bus is Calling Us." And everywhere I've been Googling it, I've been using AI to find out what it means, and nobody knew. And probably Jim Morrison himself didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Hmm. So what's your take?
So, so I gave it a purpose. I thought, well, the blue bus is the bus that's gonna take you to the place of impact, which is in this case Sanctuary Island. That's where the asteroid will hit the Earth. And yeah, so the blue bus is calling us. Like, let's go with the blue bus to Sanctuary Island, which is what I would do. You know, I would want to end it quickly. I would want to be there and say hi to the asteroid and bam, end of story. You know, no misery, nothing. So, but yeah, that's definitely a Doors a tribute. And only the sad thing is, the Doors didn't like my version.
Well,
Because I made a totally different version, you know, with Hammond solos and of course the whole middle part of Jim Morrison killing his father and his mother. I didn't do that, so they didn't like it, so I'm not allowed to use it. So that's definitely a song that no one will hear.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was about to make a connection about choosing how to end. No, with the asteroid, you choose to go to the sanctuary where everything will end immediately. And I was about to make a connection of people choosing how they want their life to end.
Hmm.
But no, I choose not to, because it can be too grim right now.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
in my mind, there is some connection there. And I'm just
Hmm.
end that there. Um, However, I'm going back to the cover artwork with your face, and I think it's been a long time since you put your face in a cover artwork, unless it's your debut solo album, right?
I'm there, yeah. I'm sitting on the old radio, yeah.
So
Well, the thing is, for this cover, we tried everything. I wanted, like, do you know Hypnosis? They are like the company who made all the great covers. They made Dark Side of the Moon, and they made so many album covers, and I wanted to have that style. So I asked a lot of art designers to make a cover for me and explaining them what it was about. And none of them hit me, you know, none of them were cool. And I wanted also a bit of humor in it.
mm,
And then at some point I said to Lori, to my partner, I said, let's go to the beach in Sealand, um, take the doggy and let's take some photos and see what happens, you know. So we went there, she took photos, doggy was sitting next to me. And then we were like, what if we're just, you know, relaxing on the beach and we don't give a shit about what's happening anywhere? And behind me, you know, there's this huge asteroid about to end it all. And yeah, of course, the colors were heavily manipulated, you know, but yeah, that's me on the beach.
well, it's not only you. You have the dog there, and there is no credit to the dog in the album credits. At least the ones I have.
No, he sings he sings
Yes,
one song in Shagathon.
right. But do you
Yeah.
have credits? Do you mention?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
mentioned for sure.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. No,
Good.
I would never forget the doggy.
Okay. Okay. Good.
He's sitting here, so next to me as always.
Perfect.
No,
And I
he
was
gets his credit.
I like what you said that you tried different cover artworks, nothing hit you. And now
No,
this cover artwork, there is something hitting you, right? So
there's something hitting me seconds away. Yeah, good one.
the idea of the radio broadcaster, the character Mike Mills. So now I have to ask, is there any connection with the AI character TH1 from the source?
You could say that, but no. He's a real human YouTuber,
Oh,
and he plays himself. So I said, Mike, you're going to be Mike Mills. You're going to be yourself. So, and I want you to write your own words. So basically, I told him what every song was about. And I told him here and there I had an idea, like the ragged clothes, that came from me. And of course, the Always Look on the Bright Side came from me as a huge Monty Python fan. He's a Monty Python fan too, by the way. But no, he wrote, I would say 80% of his own text, which is good, because then he can put himself, it will sound genuine. He can put himself in it.
and I'm
And
guessing Mike doesn't belong in the mainstream media, and I'm using air quotes here, right?
he he should be he should be way more popular than he is, that's for sure. But here he's a YouTuber. I thought that was kind of a cool and of course at the end there's no more television, so he resorts to ham radio.
Yes.
Um, and it's funny, him saying like, I don't even know how ham radio works. It's that's typical Mike there.
Well, he's speaking the truth, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What would you do if you only had 5 months to live?
Well, for the end, like I said, I would definitely want to be on Sanctuary Island. I would definitely give Dr. Slumber a call and take that blue bus, and I would want to be there. Um, but yeah, the world will be chaos. There will be anarchy. I don't even think you would be safe in your own home. I would say I would stay at home, but if someone there thinks my home is better than their home, they will just take over my home. There will probably be no more police. Uh, it's going to be a total mess. So it's hard to say what would you do. I think you have to just go with the flow. And uh, but of course, my message is let's make the best of it, even if it's 5 months. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah, we should try and make the best of it, but without having an end inside.
I know.
Oh, there is an end.
Yeah, but that's the metaphor, whether you have 5 months to live or 5 years or 50 years, carpe diem, make every day count. So
Yeah, and as I said, we don't do that unless there is something really serious.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And in the notes that I have, there are 2 bonus tracks listed: Our Weary Soldier and Listen to Sabbath. So,
there are three. There are 4.
oh, okay.
There's also I have to look it up now. Mr. M's Amazing Plan. Let me look. Yeah, Mr. M's Amazing Plan. And then there's a cover of Die Young, which makes sense, Die Young of the Black Sabbath song. So yeah, four bonus tracks. And then of course the end, which we couldn't use. So there's 4 bonus tracks.
So everything, the bonus tracks, and I'm guessing the narrations will be on the digi version of the CD, not on the vinyl.
I think we put the bonus tracks on the vinyl. I am lost, man. It's so complicated. I think we had enough space to put the bonus tracks on the. Yeah, it was too much for one CD, and it was too little for 2 CDs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the bonus tracks are on the vinyl too.
Okay, I will wait to get my copy and see what's happening.
Yeah.
So those, and even Listen to Sabbath, I'm guessing only have the lyrics could be tied to the concept, right? it's the end of the world coming. So listen.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, don't worry, don't moan, don't cry. Just, put in your room, put your headphones on, and listen to Sabbath.
I will,
And
I will, I will add this
basically,
Arjen too.
yeah, basically the idea came from the riff. I had that riff, and it was so much Black Sabbath that I was like, this is too much Black Sabbath. I can't use this riff, it's too similar. And then I thought, what if I just call the song, listen to Sabbath, and then I'll get away with stealing that riff.
So now I have to admit that my FOMO is killing me, and because I'm not very good at social, I rarely go there. I learned that you have 5 shows, 13 in Tilburg.
Yes.
And these are sold out. I was willing to come from Chicago all the way to Netherlands for this.
Whoa.
So now the FOMO is killing me, right? So are these the only shows you will do? Because I'm guessing they will to celebrate the 13th anniversary of AYREON.
The what anniversary?
The 30th.
Yeah, this is the 30th. Yeah.
Right. So these will be the only shows you will do, period?
Yeah. There's 5, sorry. There's 5 shows and the dress rehearsal.
Jeez, man.
So no, that's it.
Okay.
And then maybe again in 2 years, but I'm never sure about that, so I never promise it. But it looks like it's going to be every 2 years, because we did the theater thing in 2015, then we did the AYREON Universe in 17, and we did Metalkaoz in 19. Then of course you had the whole COVID thing. So yeah, so maybe in 2 years we'll do more shows, but I have no idea.
Yeah, of course. But
what?
Thank you, because you kind of made me feel a little bit better. Although who knows what will happen in 2 years? We may have
an asteroid.
Right. However, will you film these shows? Any of these shows
for sure?
Okay.
For sure, yeah. The last 2 shows on Sunday will be filmed.
Okay, I hope you are not stressed already for these shows.
Of course I am.
I love it.
It's terrible. I mean, I have to sing, and I'm on stage with the best singers in the world, I mean, I'm on stage with damn Dino Jelusic, man. Oh, the best singer. It's terrible. There I am with my little shaky voice, and one of those heroes there. So all great singers. So it's very scary for me. And yes, I'm nervous.
Okay. I still remember the nightmare that you had described to me, like you are going on stage and you cannot find your guitar. I saw.
Oh, no, a guitar with no strings.
Yes.
It's the nightmares are already starting now.
No. Let's try to change this. Although
I know.
Arjen, thank you very much for taking the time. I'm sorry I will miss those shows, but I promise I will be there in 2 years. I know that you don't plan things already. I know that you don't. So I won't ask what's next for you. So.
Well, I do plan.
Oh, go ahead then, please.
It's been too long for the AYREON, we had Transitus, and then after that I did Supersonic Revolution and Plan 9 and Simone, and now a solo album. And I know fans are like sick of it, It's like, come on, man, we want an AYREON, Just stop with all your side projects. So I'm definitely set up now to do another AYREON, but I have no idea yet what it's going to be about or anything, and I have a few little ideas on the phone. But I'm pretty sure that yeah.
Honestly,
is next.
I will not dare to ask you what you have in your mind. I prefer to get the album and try to discover what was going in your mind when you were writing the album. So no question.
Well, I promise you a lot of Easter eggs again, because you like that. So
perfect. I have to pay attention to my cholesterol because too many eggs.
Oof. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And before I let you go, love what you did with Simone. I'm not sure if you guys gonna do another album.
There are no plans, but I'm
Okay.
really proud of that one.
Yes,
I'm
you
really
should.
proud of that one. And it was great working with her, so definitely an option.
Thank you very much. I hope your anxiety will stay minimum before the shows. I'm dying
Yeah.
out of FOMO, okay? And stay healthy, man, and stay safe.
Okay, thank you very much. You too.
Absolutely. Thank you for the album, man.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye.